again, everybody. It's byscreenside, and I have a new speed build for you today. This speed build, I called it Victorian Dream. It's sort of a mix of a traditional contemporary with like some Victorian elements to it. Of course, I used the new Vampires game pack, uh, some of the, architectural pieces that have very Victorian um, style to them to put together this house. And this house is three things. First thing is it's my dream house. Uh, I've been asked on at least one occasion about building my dream house, and that's really hard for me. It's like just coming up with an idea of like this is my dream house. That's difficult for me, but I knew eventually I would build a house and be like, I want this house to be real and I want to live in it now. And this is that build, as it turns out. Um, it's a four bedroom, three bathroom home. And the another thing or another reason why I built this house is because it is going to be one of the houses that will play into my new Let's Play that I'm going to be doing. I've been talking about it in the last couple of builds, and I have been setting things up for several days, just working on getting it prepared. I still have a couple of things that I need to do, but I'm looking to have the first episode out very soon. It's just it's just I can't resist it. It's too in my heart. I'm all about this story. I'm having so much fun with this game pack. So it's necessary. It has to happen. And so I will tell you a little bit about the story, just a touch. I'm not going to tell the whole story. And then at the end of this video, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to share a little teaser image for the new Let's Play that I'll be doing, um, which is it's going to be called The Whispering Dark, and it is about the main characters are a couple of sisters. They are twins, which I know is a little bit cliche, but I just sort of really wanted to do this. The two main characters are sisters, Lizette and Giselle, and they have very bougie names because they come from a very bougie family. Like very upper crusty, very like old money. Now, this house, it's a little bit, I mean, it's not a mansion or anything. They're well off, they have money, but I mean, they're not overwhelmingly wealthy. They're like, they have a maid and they have a nanny, but they don't have a butler. Like, that's the level, but like, they're not hurting for money at all. So, one of the girls is very traditional. She very much goes along with her parents' expectations of her. Again, her parents are very conservative, very traditional, and so one of our girls is very much a kind of a goody two shoes, and then one of them is much edgier. Much more of like a black sheep and very interested and basically obsessed with vampires and whether or not vampires exist and becoming a vampire, which causes some static with her mom and at times with her sister. But she and her sister do have one very important thing. Basically, the only thing that they have in common is that they both really love their little brother. So they have a little brother, he's a toddler, he's a charmer, he's adorable. And so he is just sort of like the one thing that the two girls can agree upon you know, that he's awesome. And they both super love their little brother. So that is just sort of like their one little sort of tie that binds the two together. But other than that, they bicker a lot, and um, you know, Lisette gives Giselle a fair amount of hassle for being such a goody two shoes, and she's always uh, it's like teasing her and stuff like that. So if we'll see. You'll see. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to give away the whole plot. There's going to be a lot to it. I've been thinking about the storyline a lot, and so that's but I'm going to share it bit by bit as we play instead of explaining the whole thing now. But that's just sort of like the basic foundation, and this is the house that, of course, the two of them live in. So the only thing that makes this, not necessarily my dream house is because some of the bedrooms are made for specific characters. But other than that, oh, I love this house, particularly the interior, and even more particularly the kitchen. But we're still working on the exterior right now. The house has sort of like a loose Valentine's Day theme as well because it is February now. We're getting to that point, and so there's a little bit of some Valentine's Day elements here and there, mainly in the backyard, which you'll see later. But the ultimate purpose of this video is to say thank you and to celebrate that we hit 1,000 subscribers. It's bananas. I feel like I just made a video saying we hit 500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. I couldn't be more excited, and so I can't, yeah. Words. Okay. Yeah, I can't even begin. I'm so lucky because not only do I like have 1,000 subscribers now, but I have 1,000 really awesome subscribers. I like I mentioned in my last thank you video, your guys' comments and feedback, they're just so everything. Everything. I have the nicest people who comment and leave me messages and things, and I'm yeah, I'm super blown away. I'm so thankful. Like, I couldn't ask for 1,000 better people, and I'm sure, or at least I'm hoping that that'll continue to be the case as we add more builds and more let's plays and you know expand. So I have every intention of keeping up you know what I'm doing right now and hoping to even do more. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll ask you to continue liking and subscribing and commenting and letting me know what you guys think and what you want to see. And I'm 100% listening. I read every single comment, like I mentioned last video or last thank you video. But yeah, I do always try to respond or to at least give a thumbs up just to let you know that I read your comment and it's been, uh, you know, it's noted. So yeah, words are hard and I don't want to sound too sappy, but I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. And I hope that you like this build as much as I liked it. Traditional is so my game. I don't know. It's just I don't. It's just what I love, and but I like to do a mix. I like to try and do everything, or a little bit of everything, something for everyone. Is what I'm trying to say. Very poorly, but yeah. This is my dream house, and I hope that if I haven't built your dream house yet, then maybe I'll land on it someday. If in fact, if you guys want to talk about in the comments, like what your like how you imagine your dream house, like do you have a very clear picture of your dream house? I didn't really like just giving like this is my dream house and this is it exactly. That's really tough just to kind of come up with, at least for me, just off the top of my head, like what all would I want? Like if I set out to try and build a dream house, I would just get overwhelmed. But this just happened to be like, hey, this house is really incredible. For me personally, I would love to live in it. So yeah, but what is your idea of a dream house? I know it seems like most people tend to prefer modern more so than traditional. At least I think. I don't really know. But a lot of the people like that, like a lot of my buddies or whatever that I've had conversations with in life, tend to prefer modern. Like it's funny, like my boyfriend and I have completely different taste. He likes really like sort of modern, almost sort of like mod. Like if you think of sort of like how people decorated in like the 60s, like that's those sort of I don't know. Like it seems like it's sort of like 60s influenced, like modern type stuff that he likes, and I'm the total opposite. I like rustic and traditional and Victorian and stuff like that. But to each their own. So, but yeah, what's your idea of a dream house? Maybe that would be something that would help me get some ideas of future builds. So, I did have a comment recently about doing something Disney inspired, which I'm gonna try to do. We'll see. I feel like a lot of people do Disney stuff, which it's also extremely popular from what I can tell. Like people really, not just even in The Sims. I mean, just in general, I see a lot of Disney inspired like different types of YouTube videos like theories and top 10 princesses or just that kind of stuff. So I don't know, people are sort of kind of really into Disney stuff, which I understand. I mean, I like it too. I'm not insane about Disney or anything, but I can understand. I can understand why. It's sort of universal. Like I think most people at one point or another were interested in fairy tales and Disney movies, and so even if you're maybe you like it because you're young and it's still what you're into, or maybe you like it because it reminds you of what you used to be or what you used to enjoy, or it's kind of like a nostalgic thing. So I think that there's like everybody seems to have like their favorite Disney movie or Disney princess or so yeah, if you want to leave in in the comments as well, what's your excuse me, text. If you yeah, like leave in the comments like who's your favorite Disney princess. I bet we'll get a lot of Bells. I have you guys pegged for a lot of Belle fans. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we've got a lot of like Ariel fans or something. I don't know. But let me know what you think. Who's your favorite? Mine is Sleeping Beauty. That's just that was always my favorite as a kid. I love like the fairies when they get in the argument over what color the dress should be. But that's my favorite, probably Disney scene of all time when I think she's out in the woods meeting the prince, and the fairies are fighting over what color her dress should be, and that's funny. I don't know. That just happens to be my favorite Disney scene. So, yeah, you needed to know that. If I do build a castle or something along those lines, I will. I mean, it would be a while just yet because, like I said, I've been I haven't posted very many videos in the past few days, but I have been working very hard on setting up this new Let's Play story. So it's not that I haven't been working. I built this. I have another build in the can, so to speak. So that one will be coming out soon, and but mostly I've been getting like the characters ready and getting the story set up the right way. So it's not going to be, I mean, we'll be doing some like skill building and things like that, but we'll have some characters that are already quite skilled, some that are more new, and probably will be jumping around to different households and stuff. So I've only talked about the two main characters, but there are a host of other characters as well. So that's what I've been working on. So I haven't been sitting idle or anything. That's why I haven't had videos out in the past few days. This area, this is the living room area that I'm working on right now. That large portrait, this is I do kind of a thing with like a like sort of built-in built-in cabinet area in the living, but this changes a little bit later on in the video, or almost toward the end. So I kind of liked this idea of the like sort of mural in the background of like the counter area there, but I do change that up just a skosh later. But yeah, the okay, so we've got the living room, we're working on the living room. We'll have this chess set is going to go into the upstairs hall area and then replaced with a piano here in the living room. So we've got a chess table for skill building, piano. Let's see, what else do we have? Of course, we have the kitchen for cooking and things. I did add some lot traits to this, so be aware of that. If you download this into your game, we do have a few lot traits activated for, I think, Homey and good schools and one other one. I'm not sure what it is. I've forgotten. Sorry. But yeah, so there are some lot traits assigned here. This is the guest bathroom that I'm building. There are 3 bathrooms in the house, but the bottom floor bathroom is actually an ensuite for the parents. So the kids' bedrooms are all upstairs. Lisette and Giselle's bathrooms are upstairs, and then also their brother Colton, his bedroom is upstairs, but the parents' bedroom is downstairs, and they have an ensuite bathroom. So this is the sort of bathroom for guests that's just a washroom with a toilet and a sink, and that would be where guests that come by would use this restroom. And then the third restroom is for it's a Jack and Jill bathroom, so like it's connected to 2 bedrooms. It's a shared bathroom for the 2 sisters. So there are 3 total bathrooms: an ensuite for the parents, a Jack and Jill bathroom for Giselle and Lisette, and then the third, just the regular washroom for your guests. So yeah, um, this I gave this bathroom because it is the shared bathroom for the 2 teens. Like a little bit of a pink teen girl theme to it. Um, and like they both lock each other out of their bedrooms, but they still do have a way in through this shared bathroom. I think that's kind of cute. I really like the shared bathroom, like so it's like a shared ensuite thing. This room here that I'm starting will be Giselle's bedroom. Again, Giselle is our goody two shoes. She's our overachiever. Um, she is the apple of her parents' eye because she is so well behaved and does everything that's expected of her. She's, of course, a straight A student. And so I went with a very, very feminine bedroom for her. She is, you know, like I said, she's very much the opposite of her sister. So you'll see that Lisette's bedroom is very different. Uh, more, much more edgy and non-traditional than Giselle's here. But I wanted it to have a lot of personality. Still, I wanted both the bedrooms to have a lot of personality. So you'll see that they are very customized toward the individual girls' like personal styles and personalities. So I used a lot of the Move Objects cheat to kind of take these, furniture pieces and transform them into something original. That's not always something that I do but when I'm doing something specifically for a certain character, that's actually much more inspiring, and it's much easier to build, in my opinion, when you're building with certain Sims in mind. When I'm building something that's just meant to be more generic and works for everybody, then of course the look of the build itself turns out just like a little bit more generic than it is when I know the personality of the sim that I'm building it for, and I can tailor it to that particular sim. So I use this paneling throughout the house. I think it's really pretty, and paneling, especially in this case, because it's so ornate and very beautiful paneling. I've noticed, at least in the houses or apartments in my case that I've lived through or lived throughout my life, paneling is one of those things that sort of just tends to stick around through renovations and things like that. So I actually have quite a bit of wood paneling in my apartment, in certain spots, and I know it's outdated, but I like that. I like that there's like some character, but paneling itself is a little bit, it's just not done like it used to be. So I would think that even though like this house may have been renovated at some point, the family would have sought to keep the more characteristic elements and like some of like expensive Victorian paneling. They wouldn't want to completely get rid of that, so there is bits and pieces of it, and the entire kitchen is paneled, and so it's like wall to or floor to ceiling cabinetry and paneling, and it's an eat-in kitchen, so it's a very large kitchen, and I just love it. I love that kitchen. I really want it in my life so much. Uh, uh, I lament about this all the time, but man, I have no counter space in my kitchen, and it makes me sad every day. And I'm whining, but I'm happy. I'm very happy. Oh yeah, well, I'm 1,000. I'm so excited, you guys. That makes my like, ugh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm so glad and so thankful. I know I've said it already, but I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much for your subscribing and your commenting and your liking. So, and don't forget, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to click like. And if you're not a subscriber already, then, you might want to consider subscribing. We've got some interesting Let's Plays coming up, obviously, that I'm talking about. At least I hope that they're interesting. I think so. And, lots and lots of speed builds, lots of building. I love to build. So if you're into this house, you can definitely see more on the channel already, and we'll see more in the future. So yeah. And now we're moving into Lisette's bedroom. So this is my edgy girl. And I'm really actually, I played the sisters just a little bit, just setting things up and getting things ready. And I'm already in love with them. In fact, I'm in love with quite a few of the characters that you'll see appear in this Let's Play. Again, don't forget, at the end, I'm going to share an image, a little teaser, for so you can see some of the characters and what they look like. I also have a little teaser GIF up on my Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is byscreenside, just like the name of this channel, and I post. You can keep track of videos as they come out if you prefer to do that rather than at your subscriptions. I do know there I don't know if it's resolved or anything, but I do know that there has been some issues with new videos not always appearing in your subscription feed. So if you turn on notifications, which you can see, you can enable notifications below the play button area of the video. So if you want to be notified via like a push notification on your phone, or notification on your desktop of when one of my videos comes out. You can click, it's a little bell icon, and you can click on that to be notified whenever a new video comes out. Because I don't know that if the subscription feed is always working 100%. So I know, like, I've seen a lot of creators have been reminding people to turn on notifications just so that, you don't miss a video. So it is something that would be possible. Kind of keep a lookout, because I have noticed that my subscription feed isn't always showing me new videos, which I find very unsatisfying. Because I watch a lot of other YouTubers. I enjoy watching Sims speed builds and Let's Plays and stuff just as much as I enjoy making them. So um, I'm right there with you guys in terms of what you watch on YouTube if you're interested in this type of video. Um, this little office down here, it does change from the what is in the final uploaded version or on the gallery. So, which by the way, if you're interested in downloading this house, I do have a link in the description box for you to do that download if you're so inclined. Um, but yeah, that study is a little bit different in the final build, and I've noticed it. I thought that I had just, like, I was doing my play testing as I always do to make sure everything in the house works. And I noticed that my sim wasn't able to get into the study. And I thought maybe I had everything crammed in there too closely. And what I found out was one particular chair seems to not be working. So I guess that's a bug that we must have in the game right now, because I had that same chair in another build. It's kind of like one of the traditional looking computer chairs, and it was the chair that I had in that study. And it doesn't matter like how open it is. I've just noticed this a few times because I really like that chair and I used it in a few different builds, and my Sims were just not able to get to it. They were given like the, where they wave their hands like, hello, I can't do it. Um, and it's just, and there'd be plenty of room around it. And I'm like, why can't the sim access it? It was driving me crazy. And then I finally realized it's this chair. There's one particular chair that's bugged out. So I wound up redoing the library or the study for no reason at all, because as it turns out, it was the chair and not the way that I had initially set the room up. So that sucked. But yeah, if you notice that your Sims cannot get to their computer and you're not sure why, check and make sure that it's not that one chair. It might, because usually if there's a bug affecting one person, it's probably affecting multiple people. So just a heads up on that, something I noticed. This is the parents' bedroom that I'm building now, and you can see that they have their ensuite bathroom. Parents' bedroom is very rich and ornate, but also very simple. So it's just, you know, when you're, I think with teens, I will tend to put a lot more in their bedrooms versus the adults in a house. And the reason being is because, when you're a teenager, at least in my experience, I spent a lot of time in my bedroom as a teenager, so that because I would be watching, playing on the computer or watching what I wanted to watch on TV or doing my own thing. And, the parents, they just, they don't have to, like, they're in charge, so they get to watch whatever they want in the living room. That was at least my experience. So, like, my parents both are big football fans, and that would be American football, not soccer, for those of you who are not in the United States. Uh, but yeah, they're both like big football fans, and I'm not. No offense to football fans, or I don't like. I read an article or something in one time that said like when you watch a football game that's like 2 3 hours long, you only watch actually 11 minutes of the players actually playing the game. The rest of it is like shots of the crowd, shots of the cheerleaders, what else? Stats, interviews, commercials, of course, hugely tons of commercials, and or the players just like resetting plays or doing things like that. So that's why I don't find football all that interesting. Funny, actually, thing about me is I love sports movies, but I hate watching actual sports. So I don't think I dislike sports. I just don't like the way sports are shown on TV. That's what I figured out must be the case because like when there's a story, I love it. If there's not a story, then it just bores me and I don't enjoy it. So um, like, I know that's weird, but that's the case. Quickly, just an aside while I tell my super interesting football story, um, the back room or the backyard that you see me building now, I went a little bit crazy with it. I hesitate to use the word crazy because I still think it turned out pretty cool, but I set it up. I used these sort of string lights from the City Living's expansion pack blip, and so it's kind of almost set up like a bit of a garden party, and I liked it. I went with it. I know it makes it look a little bit like there's an occasion going on. Like it looks like it could be like uh, a backyard wedding or a garden party, something along those lines. But I don't know. I put the lights up there for fun, and then I wound up really liking the way it looked. So yeah, but yeah, as to sports movies or sports things, um, I really do like sports movies and sports like TV. Like Friday Night Lights was a really great TV show. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I really watch a lot of like different things because like I was talking in one of my last builds about how many different vampire related things that I watch on TV because I watch the Vampire Diaries and the spin-off The Originals, and I've seen, all of Buffy and all of Angel and True Blood and, just about anything vampire related that I can think of. But I also like, Friday Night Lights and all kinds of different stuff. I really enjoy TV and binge watching TV in particular. It's like if I'm not building, I'm probably binge watching. So, uh, yeah. So again, there's, sort of like a loose Valentine's theme. So I just went with it. I just ran with it. I liked what was going on. I liked what I was seeing with the lights and stuff. So I went a little bit crazy with the flowers and the sort of, the hearts and flowers theme of the build. And when I did the front landscaping, did the house, and then went into doing the back landscaping, by the time I got to the back landscaping, I had a totally different way of doing it. So I went back to the front and replaced some of the plants and things to make a more like cohesive garden theme. So I made the front stuff match the back stuff. And I changed the lights, the string lights from pink to white so it would be not so specific. So here we are in our screenshots. This is the exterior of the house, obviously. This would be the front foyer with some of that beautiful paneling. The living room, a shot of the living room. Then we have the kitchen, my favorite room in existence. This is the upstairs foyer with the chess table and also a bookcase for your Sims and a chaise for them to sit and read. This is the parents' bedroom with little Colton back there sleeping. He snuck into the screenshot. This is Giselle's bedroom, very pretty, and Lisette's bedroom with a lot of the content that came with the Day of the Dead patch. And another shot of Laselle's room. This is Colton's little bedroom, which he likes to chill in and play, and some shots of the back garden. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you're interested in checking out my Let's Play the Whispering Dark coming soon. And thank you so much for watching, so much for subscribing. You guys are awesome. You mean the world to me. Take care, and I will see you next time.